They are two sisters who live in the city of Abeokuta. The younger one is called Abeni, while the elder one is called Tara. Abeni has a gift from childhood where she can sense danger before it happens. Why Tara has nothing. Abeni loved Tara so much, why Tara hated her for the gift she has. Anytime Abeni sensed danger and tell the villagers, Tara get jealous and want the gift so badly. One day, their father was collapsing. Then Abeni quickly predict a falling lantern, just to save their father. When Tara saw it, her eyes glowed with envy. Then she said, why must she always be the special one? Abeni didn't notice the bitterness growing like a shadow behind her sister because she loved Tara fiercely and never imagined she could ever be her greatest threat. One Hermitan morning, Abeni felt a danger wind. She thought the danger threatened the village, not knowing it her own family. Later that night, their father went missing. He didn't return from the market. The villagers searched for days, but found nothing except his broken wrist. Beats near the forest edge. Tara cried louder than anyone, beating her chest with theatrical grief. People held her, comforted her, whispered of her deep pain, but Abeni noticed her tears were too quick, too perfect. Then Abeni remembered the dream. A dark path. A lantern crushed. A familiar silhouette dragging her father into the trees. Abeni woke, shaking. Tara turned to Abeni and said, what have you done? One evening, Abeni followed the warning wind into the forest. The sun dipped low, turning the trees into dark guardians. She heard voices ahead. Tara voiced. Abeni moved silently, crouching behind a twisted tree. She saw Tara speaking to a hooded stranger. You promised me her gift? Tara hissed. I helped you with the man. I held him. I silenced him. Now give me what you promised. Abeni's heart stopped. Tara helped someone take our father. She says. The conversation continues. Then the hooded stranger says to Tara, you cannot steal a gift of the spirit, but you can consume the one she holds. Abeni gasped. The wind slammed into her, the strongest warning she had ever felt. Tara spun around and says, Abeni. The stranger vanished into smoke. Abeni stepped out, trembling. You worked with him? For what? To take my gift? The Tara spat. You were always the chosen one. I'm tired of living under your shadow. Now I will be the powerful one. Abeni stepped back, heart pounding. Tara's eyes were different, darker, colder. You killed our father. Tara's lips twitched. He shouldn't have overheard my deal. He forced my hand. Abeni's scream tore through the forest. Abeni fled, branches clawing at her skin. Behind her, Tara ran with terrifying speed. Come back here, Tara yelled, voice almost inhuman. Abeni burst into a small abandoned shrine at the forest edge. The air shimmered strangely like the place existed between worlds. The shrine lantern flickered. Help me, Abeni whispered. The wind circled her gently, then settled like a protective cloak. Tara stepped forward. So this is where the magic lives. She grabbed Abeni by the wrist. I will take what's mine. The wind roared, forming a shimmering barrier that threw Tara to the ground. One midnight, Abeni woke to find someone standing at the foot of her bed. Not someone. Her skin was pale as moonlight, eyes shimmering like broken glass. She whispered, I came to finish what I started. Abeni froze. Sister, how are you alive? I'm not, Tara said simply. The hooded one gave me a second chance. All I have to do is take your gift and I will live again. Abeni trembled. Tara, please, you don't have to do this. Tara's smile cut like a knife. I've waited long enough. As she reached for Abeni, the wind exploded through the room, throwing Tara backward. The hooded figure materialized beside her. She is protected. You cannot touch her. Tara glared. Then when? When she is truly alone. They vanished. Abeni was left gasping, drenched in tears. The nightmare hadn't ended. It had only begun. Determined to stop her sister's restless spirit, Abeni returned to the shrine at dawn. The air felt heavier, now older. She knelt. Please, tell me how to save her soul. The wind circled her weakly, as if afraid. Then, she heard footsteps. Tara stepped into the shrine alive again, solid, breathing, eyes burning. How? Abeni stuttered. Tara lifted her chin. You never asked what the hooded man truly wanted, she said softly. He wanted a vessel, a living body strong enough to hold him. The shrine walls shuddered. Symbols glowed. A voice echoed, 2 daughters, 2 destiny, one will build, one will destroy. Abeni cried out, please! Save us both. But Tara screamed, no, give me the power. The shrine answered. A great force burst from the floor. Wrapping around both sisters, Tara clawed at the air as shadows pulled her downward. Abeni stretched her hands to her sister. Tara, let me help you. But Tara's eyes burned with hatred. I would rather fall than be saved by you. The shadows swallowed her. The ground closed. Silence fell. Abeni collapsed, sobbing. Her sister, her blood was gone. After a month, the village mourned both father and daughter. Abeni tried to rebuild her life, using her gift to help protect others from danger. She began to smile again, softly, carefully, until the warnings returned. A cold wind that whispered her name at night. Footsteps behind her that disappeared when she turned. Lanterns flickering at her approach. Abeni staggered back. You gave him yours? A slow smile spread across Tara's face. No, sister, I gave him yours. The shadows behind Abeni surged upward, wrapping around her like hungry vines. The hooded man rose from them, towering, faceless. Abeni screamed as the shadows reached her throat. But something changed. The wind, the gift her sister had, envied her whole. Life erupted from Abeni, body in a blinding storm. It struck the hooded man with such force that he dissolved into nothingness. Tara collapsed as the shadows left her. Abeni knelt beside her trembling sister. You're free, she whispered. Tara stared at her with tears, real ones, for the first time in her life. I never hated you, she said weakly. I hated how small I felt beside you. Abeni held her. You were never small. You were just lost. The shrine shimmered once, then stilled. Tara survived. The darkness inside her was gone, leaving only a quiet sadness. Abeni stayed by her side, helping her rebuild the pieces of her life. And every night, the wind whispered through their home soft, peaceful, protective. For in the end, the prophecy had been right. One sister destroyed, one sister rebuilt, but together they chose their own destiny. Not enemies, not rivals, sisters forever.